Okay, guys, now some major developing news, and I can confirm to you that now the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, DCI, it has been established that they are planning to arrest former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, and the arrest is said to be that the DCI will arrest Gachagua, claiming that he orchestrated the June 25th protest by the Gen Z, which took over, which happened in over 26 counties in this nation. So that is the news that I can confirm to you, because KTN have done a news item where and also tweeted that KTN can now reveal that the DCI is concluding investigations targeting former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua over allegations of orchestrating the June 25th protest. Yes, that is what KTN posted. There's a news item that is doing rounds on social media. And also earlier today in the morning, a document has been seen on X which says the National Police Service that the Directorate of Criminal Investigation had called for a media invite, with the event being a press briefing scheduled for today, Monday, June 30th, 2025. It was around 4 p.m. At the DCI headquarters at the Mazingira complex. Yes, there's that information that the DCI were to hold a press conference around 4 p.m., which is about 30 minutes ago, but you are yet to still see anything coming from that. But KTN News have done a news item saying that Rigathi Gachagua might be arrested anytime this week by the DCI, who want to arrest him over the allegations of carrying out or being in charge of the June 25th protest. Now, Rigathi Gachagua came out in an interview with NTV a few days ago, where he responded to the question of the Kenya Kwanza leaders who are saying that he is the person who is orchestrating this protest. And in that interview, I can play you a part of the clip where Gachagua responded and denied all those allegations, saying that he's not a leader of the Gen Z, is just actually a person who supports who is supporting their cause and their plan to try and demand for change in this government. Have a listen.
Let's begin with the most pressing question, Mr. Gachagua. Over 15 Kenyans died during the protests on Wednesday. Your name, sir, has come up again and again from members of parliament, from governors, even from security sources, as someone who bankrolled the elements that turned violent during the protests. Did you fund the protest, Mr. Gachagua?
First and foremost, let me take this opportunity to send my condolences to the families of the 15 young people who are shot by police. Let me also, say sorry to all those who are injured, and let me also empathize with the business people who lost billions of shillings to looting and other activities that took place. Michelle, I don't have an answer to such a question because it is totally misinformed, and government people want to run away from the truth. And this government continues to sink in more trouble because of burying their head in the sand. Anytime Kenyans have expressed themselves about their dissatisfaction with the way the country is being run, the way the country is being governed, it is said that those people have been financed, they have been mobilized, they have been incited, and therefore they will never address the real problem. What happened on Wednesday, Michelle, was the first anniversary of the Gen Z massacre of 2024 that was presided over by William Ruto and executed by Kithure Kindiki. And you know for sure how many people died after very serious abductions and extrajudicial killings. The Gen Z protests of 2024 was a spontaneous reaction by young people protesting, the issues of the Finance Bill 2024, mismanagement of the country, corruption, and general impunity that has been exhibited by this administration. The president then, under the pressure of the Gen Z, undertook to address all the issues that the Gen Zs had raised. But once he was able to bring Raila on his side and he got the political comfort that with Raila Odinga, he doesn't need anybody else and nobody else can threaten his rule, he backtracked on all the issues that have been raised. And a lot of impunity has been exhibited in this country. And when it came to the first year anniversary, the young people once more came out. Michelle, the Gen Z protests do not need anybody to finance them. The Gen Zs are leaderless, they are tribalist, they have no structure, they have no organization. And again, Michelle, I think it is really playing around with the people of Kenya to imagine that Rigathi Gachagua or anybody else can coordinate activities in 26 counties at the same time. And the issue is this, the question one must ask yourself, and that is why the government must stop taking people for granted.
There you have it. That is Rigathi Gachagua. That is what he mentioned about in response to the planning the Gen Z protest in this country. So that is what is boiling right now on social media, and the big questions remain: will the DCI make this move, which is a move, according to many political analysts, will just add more chaos to the government or to the people of Kenya, or it is a move that many political analysts are saying that will be a move that might earn Gachagua the Gen Z support that he has been yearning for quite a long time. Because remember, the Gen Z have been saying that they are leaderless, they are tribalists, and they have no one person that they can say that this is the person that they look at to give them orders on what to do. But now, arresting Gachagua for allegedly being the person who planned the protest could be a move that will make the Gen Z now start following this guy, this man, and start supporting him for being arrested for the protest that the Gen Z themselves went to the streets to demand justice and also end the police brutality that has been happening in this country for quite a long time. So that is the latest that is happening now. We are waiting to see if indeed it is true that the DCI will carry out this move, a move that could bring a lot of unrest in this country, because yes, the Kenya Kwanza leaders have been calling for the arrest of Gachagua. That's why he even went to that interview to try and defend himself. But if the DCI get the enough evidence that they are looking for, and then they can arrest Gachagua, I don't know how this one will go, but the DCP party leader being arrested, it's a very, very clear indication that things might not go so well in this country. So we'll be following up on this story to make sure that we give you details, but the truth of the matter is that there could be a plan, according to KTN News, for the DCI to try and arrest, or maybe today they might come out and issue an order of arrest to Rigathi Gachagua for being the orchestrator of the June 25th protest. But you guys, what do you think in the comment section? Do you think that Gachagua is the person who has been pushing for this Gen Z protest? Could he be a leader that we never knew existed but has been orchestrating this protest in the country? Because remember, on June 25th, what was witnessed was contrary to what the Gen Z have been pushing for peaceful protest, because goons arrived, they went and they robbed shops in CBD. So many businesses lost millions of cash, not only in Nairobi, in Nyeri, and in some major other counties. There was a lot of anarchy from the protest, and it painted a bad picture for the Gen Z, because they have always said that they are peaceful, they don't rob people, they don't break into businesses. But in this June 25th, a lot of vandalism was witnessed, which made even some people stop believing in this protest. So we'll be making sure to inform you on what will happen. But at the moment, if there is a plan by the DCI to summon or to arrest the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. That's it for now. Please subscribe to my channel and make sure that you stay updated. If indeed the DCI do hold that press conference, be sure to check out my channel, because I'll make sure to update you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye for now. Oh my.
For decades now, former Prime Minister Raila Odinga's name was synonymous with tear gas, running battles, and anger in the streets. a politician whose movements could paralyze entire cities. But now that spotlight has swung sharply towards the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, with a section of leaders accusing Gachagua of stoking the fires of useful dissent, plotting and paying for a revolt that brought the country to its knees.
Gachagua should be in prison today. He should be out there recording a statement and going to prison and going to court.
If this person claims to speak about, for Mount Kenya people, this is the time we want to hear about those people who lost businesses in town.
I did say here last year during the impeachment process of the former deputy president that this is a dark man with a very dark heart.
Now, when you get impeached and you lose your job, you want to take this country to anarchy, Mr. Speaker.
KTN has established that police files are being dusted off and sealed, preparing to indict the former deputy president on charges of funding and staging political violence.
I had started with the land of this man on Sunday. He came to my constituency sorting everybody, and he brought this to Nairobi. It is a shame.
The blood of the people who lost their lives, the tears of those whose businesses were broken into, Honorable Speaker, will cry revenge on the life of Rigathi Gachagua.
Yes, you can exercise your constitutional right to demonstrate, but you cannot exercise your right while you destroy the properties and the rights of others.
And the owner of that anarchy is known, must be apprehended.
Gachagua's critics continue to ask why he has remained silent, refusing to condemn the looting and vandalism that left hundreds of traders devastated.
Nimezika 7 months ago.
It's so painful that when incidents of demonstration are happening, sisi watu wa business ndio tunakuwa kama target.
Hapa tuko na maroon, tunalipa. Tutalipa na nini?
Harambe! Harambe!
However, political commentators warn that any move to cuff Gachagua could prove a double-edged sword, turning him into a martyr of igniting a fresh wave of support, and especially in the Mount Kenya region.
So if the opposition are organizing these things and causing this, unangoja firimbi ya nani kukamata hao watu wa opposition?
Kamata wote.
Yeah.
The former deputy president, Gachagua, has already dared the police to go ahead and arrest him if indeed they have concrete evidence linking him to the Wednesday demonstrations.